And what's good with y'all, man? You see my boy JG running in front of me. But this is your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan game, and also the Rebel, the YouTube Underground. And I'm back with another commentary. And I'm playing with the dude JG on the PC version of Black Ops 3, as you can see. So that should answer the question for all you guys that ask, is Tick and JG still cool? Yes, we are still cool. He hit me up on Steam like a few nights ago. He was like, hey man, you trying to run some Black Ops 3 like old times, man? I was like, sure. Shoot, go ahead, shoot me the invite. So we played like a few games of kill confirmed until my game started acting weird, and I will make a video about that, my impressions video to Black Ops 3, which will be coming out soon, and Activision, you're gonna hear it. But yeah, me and JG, we still cool, man. We still cool. But anyway, if you guys didn't watch UFC 2 nights ago, man, it was amazing. UFC 193, that joint was off the hook. Okay, so the last two fights were actually female fights. Now, I don't know what's going on with UFC. There's been a lot of female push going on here. Maybe Dana White was getting, hit up by the feminists, because the feminists have been running wild, hitting people up. So I'm guessing he was getting hit by a feminist. So he's got this agenda right now where he's pushing female fighters hard. So the last two fights were actually female fighters. And he's been pushing Ronda Rousey like really hard, as naming her the best athlete, the most dominant fighter in anything, all this stuff like this. Like, he's just been pushing female fighters hard right now. So I'm guessing the feminists have been on his booty cheeks for it, and he is now trying to save face. So if you guys don't know who Ronda Rousey is, like I said, Dana White has been pushing her as the greatest thing when it comes to fighting, like the best fighter of all time, the best athlete, because she was undefeated and all this other stuff. But she really wasn't even that great. I noticed this, and a lot of the pros obviously noticed this from their tweets from the fight. But a lot of people have noticed this. Dana White just has this agenda, or he's having sex with her. Either one of the two, I don't know, but something's going on. So the last two fights were actually female fights, but they were good. I'm not gonna lie, they were actually better than the two men fight that I saw before them. The first fight that I saw with the two dudes was some guy that was like 6'11", named Stover or something, and like some guy named Skelter or something. I don't know, but that was boring. The Samoan guy, his fight was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie, he knocked the big ugly dude out. Bigfoot Silva, he knocked him out. So that was pretty good. But the two females that fought after that, they were going at the what do they call them? They're not featherweight, strawweights. The strawweight fight, they were going in. They looked like two crack fiends fighting for some crack, but they were going in though. I ain't gonna lie. Get the dude. But the last card was Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm. Now, I didn't know who Holly Holm was. My homeboy was in Skype. It was like a few of us. We were all in Skype, and he was talking about Holly Holm. He was like, man, she gonna dominate Ronda Rousey. Trying to tell you, look her up. I'm like, okay, I'll look her up. So I feel that this little error thing here, on the beta, I was a beast at it, but on this one, I'm trash at this thing. I don't understand how to get to work. And you're gonna see a worse one later on. But like, he was like, go look her up. So I decided to look Shorty up, and I saw her, and I was like, oh God, she is a beast with her hands. She had some good flurries and defense, and she was really good with her hands. And I was like, oh no, she's good. Now, if you ever learn anything from UFC, all the top fighters that are now champion for the most part, they all have some training in boxing. They know how to throw some jabs and some straights. They know how to lean and dip out of combinations, all that good stuff. So I was looking at that, and I was like, yeah, you might be right, because these UFC fighters, most part, they just throw haymakers all the time when they're trying to fight standing up. And that's what Ronda Rousey does, unless she tries to take you to the ground. So I'm like, okay, I kind of see what you're saying. She might win this, but I still thought that Ronda may win, because she's been proving people wrong. Now, even though I wanted her to lose, I just had a feeling she might somehow pull it off. The girl might get in there, get scared, and get bodied by her. So that's what I was hoping wasn't going to happen. So I found out that Holly was also a professional boxer, and she won the welterweight championship and 3 other belts, and I think was undefeated. And I was like, oh no, she definitely really might body this girl. So after checking all that out, I was like, yeah, I can't wait to see this fight. Now, I was hoping Chris Cyborg was going to be able to fight Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey has been like running away from this girl for the longest. Telling her she has to get on this certain weight and stop doing steroids. She stopped doing steroids. I think she made it to that weight, but Dana White was not trying to, get her in the UFC, because he knows that his cash cow, which is Ronda Rousey, would get dominated by her probably because she's a lot stronger than her. So he didn't want that to happen. So he was like keeping that girl out of there. But he made the mistake and put Holm against her. So it's funny that Ronda Rousey compared herself to Mike Tyson. I'm going to say this. All this stuff is going to be said on the podcast too from me because we did a podcast last night and I haven't uploaded it yet. But I was saying the same thing. She compared herself to Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson was a guy that he said that he would literally try to knock people out as soon as possible because he didn't think he could go to later rounds. Now watch this guy right here named Dragon Ball Z HD or whatever. Did you see that? Now watch him again. This hole right here is what's wrong with the Call of Duty community. This dude was snatching me and JG's tags all day. Now watch this little hoe start sliding, taking my tag. Look at that. And then I kill this guy here. He comes again. That is amazing, bro. Like all his kills were from getting our tags. Like that's the only reason he came in second place. But anyway, so Mike Tyson would try to intimidate people and knock them out by the first round. That's like what Ronda Rousey would try to do. She would just intimidate them and be very aggressive before the fight or when the fight started. Now, that was all good and dandy until Mike Tyson was put against some real competitors because before then they were putting him up against some bums. And then when he got up against Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis, they exposed him. They exposed him for his skill. It really wasn't as skilled as it was. I mean, he just tried to destroy you as quickly as possible. Fighters like Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis figured that out. They started keeping him at bay with jabs and straights and counter punches because they knew he was trying to be aggressive. He'd try to get in and end it as quickly as possible. Ronda Rousey, same thing happened to her. Holm decided to keep her at a distance with a lot of counter jabs and straights and things like that. And it showed that Ronda Rousey was not used to going past those rounds. By the 2 minutes into the first round, she was already winded. After she tried to put her in an arm bar and failed because Holmes was better and got out of it, she was tired. There was nothing she could do, and Holmes just went back to being a surgeon and a marksman, just tagging her in the face. The whole time she was hitting, I'm making girly sounds in the background like, oh my God, oh, like that. And then it got real crazy when she hit him with the back kick and hit him with the chin with it. And I was like, oh, and I just hopped up and just walked away and had to come back. And then like I really died, like I literally died when Ronda came with that haymaker and she ducked it and made Ronda fall to her knees. And I was like, oh, it's over. And I just walked away. And so, yeah, she did try to do her submission thing, man. People were saying she didn't do her submission thing. That's why Ronda lost. But she did. And that's what got her knocked out. She tried to clinch Holm. Holm broke the clinch, kicked her in the face, knocked her to the ground, and just pummeled her with a fist. Pause. Actually, that's not pause because that would be a lesbian thing. But it's not. We're talking about fighting. But that's what happened. So in the end, Ronda got humbled because, like I said, she got real cocky, mainly because of Dana White pumping her head up. She was coming at Mayweather. She even came at Holm during the weigh-in. She like swung at him and all this stuff. She was feeling herself too much, and she finally got humble. She got a taste of that humble pie. So let me know how you feel about that fight in the comment section below. This is your boy Tick. Dana, you need to put Holm on an EA UFC game. You need to put her on the cover. But it's your boy Tick, and I'm gone. Bye.